cuore della Meridiana, dove succede tutto. We are finally in the heart of la Meridiana, where the magic happens. Vedo un po' di cemento, un po' d'acciaio. Vorrei che tu mi spiegassi un attimino. I see some concrete tank, some stainless steel tank. I'm used to see stainless steel. I'm not very used to see concrete. So I really would like you to explain a little bit more what you think about the concrete and why you have the concrete here, because it looks really interesting.
Allora, il fatto che vedi due sistemi di vinificazione completamente diversi. Questa è una vinificazione tradizionale molto antica, ormai abbandonata per l'80% delle aziende che producono vino in Piemonte. Noi abbiamo sempre mantenuto questa vecchia tradizione. Le vinificazioni sono completamente diverse.
So, Giampiero is telling us that here I can see what is a traditional vinification. A traditional winemaking, an antique. He used the verb antique. That has been lost here in Piedmont for about 80%. Only 20% of the producers still use the antique system, which is different from the stainless steel that is on the other side, which is more automatic. Ma perché abbiamo questa antica tradizione?
Allora, noi abbiamo mai abbandonato questa vinificazione proprio perché io ho sempre voluto mantenere nella mia azienda, che è nata nel 1890, perciò 4 generazioni piene, e abbiamo sempre avuto 2 vinificazioni. Una volta si vinificava prima nel cemento e poi nel legno. Abbiamo sostituito il legno con l'acciaio, il legno lo usiamo solo più da invecchiamento. Questo è per avere un vino più tradizionale, praticamente è una vinificazione che è diversa, si chiama cappello sommerso.
So the Giampiero is telling us that the winery here was born nel 1890. So over 100 years, 4 full generations making wine here. So traditionally was concrete and wood. Today is concrete, stainless steel and wood. Before the wood was used for fermentation, today the wood is, the barrel is used only for aging. So the difference technically between the ancient technique and the modern technique is that in the modern stainless steel there is a computer that monitors the temperature and control the temperature. If the temperature raises too much, the sensor kicks in, cool off the barrel and slow the fermentation. If the temperature is not high enough, again the sensor kicks in and the computer warm up the tank. So the temperature is, everything is temperature controlled. The result is a wine that right after the bottling is soft, is clean, is ready to go. Here is the skill of the winemaker to be able to manage the concrete. The thing is that the concrete absorbs the heat naturally because it's this thick, absorbs the heat and then releases the heat. So this is more of a natural controlling. So it's with the pomp overs and managing how this warms up and cool off at night that the winemaker manages fermentation.
Qui è lo scambio termico naturale del cemento.
So it's the natural exchange of heat rather than the automatic exchange of heat.
E si lavora con il delastage molto alto.
So basically this with the delastage means taking the hot juice that is fermenting, take it outside, let it cool off, and then bring it back up on top, what we call the pomp overs. By doing this, we keep the cup. What is the cup? Is the layer of skin that are pushed all the way up by the CO2 forming. We keep the cup always moist, always wet, and we get all the flavors out. This guy, I call him the philosopher of the Barbera. We can spend 5 hours in front of this tank and he will say, okay, come back tomorrow, I'll explain you more. So this a fascinating story that I wish he could speak English, because his voice is much better than mine. But basically says that the winemaker here is the experience of working with those machines. They pass, he touches,
Senti il caldo.
you feel the heat, and that heat on this pan means degrees inside, time to delastage or not. It really depends on the wine he wants to make. He makes 4 different wines here, all Barberas, but the Vitis is the entry level, easy drinking. It makes many delastage, so the temperature remain cold. It doesn't extract all that what's the name?
Tannini polifenoli, i più dolci.
It gets only the softness, tannins, and also less acidity, because you need to bottle it and drink ready. Legagia, which is the single vineyard, is much bigger in structure, so it does less delastage. It let the temperature go a little bit more, so there is a more extraction from the skin of tannins, glycerin, color, all the polyphenolic, and also more acidity. Why more acidity? Because he knows that he's going to keep Legagia 1 year, 1.5 years in the wood, in the barrel. So the wine need that extra structure to be able to survive and support those 1 year, 1.5 years in the barrel. So he told me that the skin of the 3 wine, Vitis, Gaggia and Bricco Sereno, when you take it out from after the fermentation, they actually even look different. The Vitis still have some pulp, some juice in it. The Gaggia, it's no more juice, and it's but the skin is still very solid. The Bricco Sereno, that is the one that goes through the most violent. It's the skin is almost, it's not white, but it's completely pale. It's completely pale because everything is in the wine.
Naturalmente, sempre partendo da una cosa, che le 3 tipologie di raccolta delle uve e dei cru sono differenti.
Always, you want to really make the point that all this theory starts with the vineyard, selecting the grape right there. It's only when you separate your number 1 player and your number 2 players, only when you have your player completely separate, then you can build a team. So basically this purple layer of crystals that we have here are what we call tartrates. Is the tartaric acid. The tartaric acid is one of the acids that develop during the fermentation. Every acid combined with the hydrogen become salt. So basically it crystallizes, become crystal, and build a coating all around, protecting naturally the wine from the concrete, and separate the wine naturally from the concrete. Really fascinating. Ok, andiamo a vedere le botti.
Sì.
Andiamo a vedere le botti.
Ok, andiamo.
Bellissimo qua.